Hello there and welcome to another live chapter reading for Itsy Bitsy Book Bits. Today I shall be reading from Relic Hunters, Kingdom of the Ocean by Martin Ferguson. Chapter 1. Christopher Hunter, 5 years ago, crashing. Mayday, mayday, I say into the radio comm. This is Christopher Hunter and my plane is going down. Smoke pours from the ruined engine and my aircraft descends through the clouds of the storm towards the crashing waves below. Lightning strikes in all directions and I struggle to keep the controls steady as the aircraft is buffeted by high winds and turbulence. This is some storm, a voice from behind in the plane cries, surprising me at the same time as filling me with dread. Aaron? What the hell are you doing here, lad? I followed you, the young man, just 20 years old, says as he pulls himself into the co-pilot seat. He's youthful and excited for the adventure, with blonde hair and wide-open green eyes. Charles and I knew you were up to something, he explains quickly as he fastens his seatbelt and looks out towards the raging storm around us. Charles sent you? I bite out. He warned me away. Aaron laughs but falls silent as a bolt of lightning cracks the sky right in front of us. Whoa, that was close. Charles warned you, yet you came anyway, I laughed, shaking my head, impulsive as always. You shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be here. In the distance, ahead of our aircraft, we see a flash of dim light accompanied by a low drone that builds and approaches until the cockpit is briefly illuminated and deafened. It passes as quickly as it arrived, but in its wake I realise something is terribly wrong. The aircraft power has failed, and every dial, instrument and control fails too. Even the second engine grinds to an abrupt halt. What was that? Aaron asked, confused. Nothing good, I say, trying to mask my panic. We're going down? For the first time in a long time I hear fear in his voice. I'm sorry. He looks at me with hope, but I can offer him none. Despite my best efforts, the plane continues to fall, and we will soon hit the water. I'm sorry, Aaron. Thank you, he replies, forcing a smile as he ignores my apology. Thank you for everything. Get that life jacket on. When we hit the water, we need to get out of here quickly. Done. Brace yourself, I order. Cursum Pacificio. Finish the race. Finish the journey, he replies. Here we go, I warn as our plane falls lower and lower through the storm. Here we go, here we go, here we go. We yell together in unison. There are cries of fear, dread and daring. We dare the elements to take us now, for we will fight with every ounce of strength in our bodies. We yell together, master and student, one last time. We impact amongst the water and deadly walls of rock with the crunching sound of metal of the aircraft around us. The cockpit windows shatter on impact and water surges in. I'm still strapped to my chair and fight with the restraints for release. Rain and lightning fall down from the heavens as the ruined plane, still afloat, is thrown against the rocks with a sickening crunch of metal and machinery. We are then plunged into the darkness of the storm and the ocean. Aaron, I call out, but I can't see him, nor does he reply. Aaron, are you... My words falter as I'm blinded again. This time it's not lightning that takes my sight, but the blazing sun high above. The storm clouds are gone, and in their place is a perfect dawn sky. I'm stunned by the natural beauty for a moment before realising that ahead, the waters of the ocean end in a sudden, inexplicable and terrifying drop. I look at my co-pilot and see Aaron unconscious beside me. You'll be glad you didn't see this, I say as the sinking plane drifts towards the edge of the ocean. I take a final deep breath as the ruined aircraft plunges down, falling further and further as if towards the very centre of the earth. Chapter 2. Charles, Alpha Team Operations Room at the British Museum in London. Has there been any update on Aaron? Elizabeth demands, her dark eyes staring straight into mine. We stand in the team's operations room, surrounded by equipment, monitors, research stations and volumes of age text. Photographs cover a board on the wall, memories of the team in happier days. I'm a curator and overseer of all activities within the British Museum, but now I must answer the questions of my partners Elizabeth and Alistair Bowen. I catch my reflection and realise how incredibly tired I look. I haven't slept since Christopher and Aaron's plane went missing, and our searches of the last known coordinates and heading have revealed nothing. The Greek doctors have confirmed nothing yet, I say. There is evidence of severe wounds that have rapidly healed, but no explanation as to how this occurred. Aaron was found on the beaches of the coastal village of Methone in southern Greece. We won't know any more until Aaron awakens. Advanced healing, Elizabeth cheers. Aaron was found on the coast of Greece. It cannot be denied. Christopher found it. We can't know that for certain, Alistair says, attempting to reel in his wife's assumptions. He moves to say more before doubling over and coughing. He gasps for breath as his wife helps him back to his seat. His condition has worsened and already he appears pale and sickly. We don't know what happened to Christopher, Alistair says when recovered. Has there been any word or sign of him? None, I reply gravely. Tell us everything, Charles, Elizabeth implores. Where has Christopher been these last few weeks? Did he leave any information or clues as to how to find it? He left me nothing, I interrupt. He left without a word. I didn't even know Aaron was with him until. That can't be, Elizabeth argues. We all know what Christopher has been hunting. You two are partners. He couldn't have left without your help. I was kept in the dark as you were, I tell her, though I suspect it was for this very reason. Can't you see that we need this? Elizabeth says as she glares at me. If there's any chance that what Christopher found can save... Elizabeth begins before her husband stops her. Listen to Charles, Alistair urges. He is our friend. No, I don't believe him, Elizabeth says. I'm sorry, but I can't help you, I tell them. Christopher left me no signs and no clues. Nothing. If he did, I would tell you. I don't believe you, snaps Elizabeth as she pushes me back and draws a handgun from the holster at her hip. What are you doing, Beth? Alistair says with a shock. Let's talk, I implore, my hands raised in surrender. Tell us where Christopher went, she demands. No more secrets. Tell us now. Stop this, Beth, Alistair says as he rises from his seat and approaches his wife cautiously. Tears run from Elizabeth's cheeks. Why are you doing this? She asks me. I wish I could help, I reply. I truly do, but Alistair reaches for the gun, knocking it down, but the trigger is pulled and the noise is deafening in the small room. I notice nothing at first before a sudden piercing agony tears at my thigh. My legs buckle and I collapse to the floor as blood pours from the gunshot wound on my leg. I grip at the wound, but blood seeps through my fingers. What have you done? Alistair says as he tears the handgun from Elizabeth's grip and then hurries to my side, applying pressure to my wound. Call an ambulance, now. Elizabeth showed no sign of remorse, screaming in fury before kicking a projector off the table to smash on the floor nearby. This isn't over, Charles, Elizabeth declares. You condemn yourself with your lies. You condemn all of us. I hope you enjoyed the chapter reading and that you'll go check out the book. Thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye.